Good evening, my fellow Americans. I speak with you tonight from the Oval Office to address our nation's supply chain crisis. Together as Americans, we can endure any crisis that is common to each and every one of you. It is unfortunate that a crisis, a catastrophe, a terrorist act brings us together as one to defeat whatever obstacle is in front of us or threatens us. Forming a task force to study the crisis accomplishes nothing, and working with a divided Congress is painstakingly slow. We need action now. In the next few hours, I will sign a presidential emergency declaration per 50 USC Chapter 34, which gives the President of the United States the power to do such. Through the presidential order, I'll be mobilizing our military resources under the command of General Edward Daly of the U.S. Army Material and Logistic Command to immediately call upon our U.S.-based troops to assist with human capital and equipment to offload, load, and transport cargo under Operation Get Moving. I will also provide a temporary order ceasing the requirement of employer-mandated COVID vaccinations for any company involved in logistics support, including the Port of Los Angeles, the trucking industry, last mile delivery, warehousing, and distribution. This also includes members of our military involved in Operation Get Moving. Under General Daly's leadership, I have asked the coordination with our military police to coordinate traffic control in and out of Los Angeles, including Interstate 110. We will block off dedicated lanes in and out of the port over the next 30 days. On behalf of Americans, to the people of California, we realize that LA traffic is disruptive already. However, we need your support in getting the supply chain moving. We recently announced 24/7 Port of Los Angeles operations and did not receive support. As of today, and we checked, there have only been 2 shifts in operation. Within the hour, I will be signing an executive order directed at the Port of Los Angeles, the state of California, and the respective unions to immediately return to 24/7 operations. Failure to do such will have consequences. For the next several months, 2 immediate changes must occur. U.S. Army Material and Logistics Command has human capital resources in our military members, as well as non-union civilian labor. Labor as needed by the U.S. Military Command will be utilized, union or not. Secondly, trucks. Trucks will be allowed to enter the port without an empty cargo container attached. Presently, the port only allows trucks on site with a returning container. At present, we need empty trucks to haul containers that are triple and quadruple stacked off the port premise. I have asked General Daly to mobilize at the Port of Los Angeles over the next 10 days. Fellow Americans, we have another national crisis at our doorstep. Specifically, the manufacturing of semiconductor chips, as well as critical pharmaceuticals presently being manufactured in China. In the next few days, I will work with congressional leaders to set aside the $3.5 trillion human capital infrastructure bill and replace it with a $1 trillion manufacturing bill directed at bringing critical component and pharmaceutical manufacturing back to the United States. I will report more in the coming months on our progress. This crisis affects our national security as chips are used in several military components. It is also a national emergency and a health crisis when our pharmaceutical supply chain is disrupted. Shortly, I will be signing the National Emergency Declaration to overcome our supply chain crisis. The short-term goal is to get the Port of Los Angeles and stockpiled goods waiting just off the coast moving. Together, as Americans, we move mountains. Allow us to come together as one to address the supply chain crisis. As part of the new $1 trillion spending package, I am directing the Secretary of Education to cease the requirement of critical race theory teaching in our schools and replace it with an emphasis on reading, writing, arithmetic, as well as vocational training programs specific to the computer industry, smart manufacturing, including integrated circuit design, and skilled manufacturing and construction trades. We will get through this in the next few months as one. Together we stand as the greatest nation in existence. Together we can accomplish anything. May God bless you and your family, and may God bless the United States of America.